The 5 mother sauces are some of the most foundational things when it comes to all of cuisine. We are going to take a look at one of those known as velouté. It's incredibly easy to make, and even in its simplicity, it's absolutely delicious. Velouté is simply a delicious thickened sauce. You can eat it as is, or it acts as a base for a myriad of other sauces in French cuisine. All you need is a little bit of white mirepoix, roux, and stock. Now, the most commonly used stocks are going to be veal, chicken, and fish. I'm going to use chicken because it's easily accessible, but most importantly, and one of the main reasons I wanted to show you how to make this is, how many recipes out there call for a can of cream of chicken soup? A whole gang of them. And you know me, I'm definitely not going to open a can of anything. I'm going to make the real deal. Starts with chicken velouté, then we're going to cream it at the end. I'll show you how easy it is, but wanted to show you both ways. And of course, the main fundamental, velouté. We do need to knock out a little bit of prep though. Sound good? Let's cook. We are going to make a white roux, which simply consists of onions and celery. So to start, we want to small dice up this yellow onion. And the reason we're small dicing it as opposed to large dicing it is because we're going to cook it for a quick period of time in between 30 and 45 minutes. And we want to be able to pull out as much onion flavor as possible. And just like the yellow onion, what we want to do is small dice up some celery. I'm just going to transfer it over to a bowl, and we're heading back over to our cooktop. In a medium-sized pot over low heat, we're going to add in some clarified butter. If you have no access to this or haven't made it, you could use ghee or regular unsalted butter. Let's add in our onions and celery. And then, again, over low heat, what we want to do is occasionally stir because we only want to sweat these vegetables. It's going to take in between 4 and 6 minutes. The onions will start to be transparent and all the vegetables will start to tenderize. After that time period, we want to make a roux. So sprinkle in your all-purpose flour, and we're just going to mix everything until it is completely combined. Do not overcook it. We want a white roux. We want our sauce to stay nice and creamy white. At this time, we need to swap out tools. So put away the wooden spoon and bring out the whisk. What we're going to do is slowly pour this in while continually whisking everything together so that roux becomes completely combined with the chicken stock. At this point, don't forget to crank the heat on high because what we really want to do is bring this mixture to a boil that sort of activates the roux so that it will start to thicken up. Once it is to a nice rolling boil, we're going to add in some dried thyme, followed up with adding in a few peppercorns. And then last but not least, I've got a few parsley sprigs. You could also use fresh thyme. It's boiling. Crank the heat down to a low simmer. We're going to cook this for in between 30 and 45 minutes. And really quick, I wanted to give you a few other things you could add in this to even enhance the flavor more. You could absolutely use leeks at the beginning and a little bit of finely minced garlic clove. Now, for the sauce, when you saw me add in the spices, you can also add things like granulated garlic, granulated onion to enhance that flavor even more. You can even add a bay leaf to the mix. But as is, absolutely delicious. Here is how we know when it's finished. We want to get this to nappe. You've seen me do it a million times. It means it will coat the back of a spoon. This looks excellent. To make sure, run your finger through the center. If that top part of the sauce does not go through that line where you ran it through, we are good to go, my friends. Absolutely perfect. We want to season it up with a little bit of sea salt and fresh ground white pepper. Again, we want to keep that sauce consistent with classic French techniques. Let's whisk all of this together until it is combined. Again, season once, taste twice. Make sure it's nice and seasoned up. Once it is done, what we're going to do is simply take it out. We're heading back over to our countertop where I have a chinois or a fine mesh strainer. We are just going to strain everything through here to make sure that it is completely smooth and free of any vegetables or herbs. And then you can serve this as is in a gravy boat, and it's absolutely delicious with so many foods. It is all about these fundamentals. I always tell you, understanding these basic principles and putting them into practice over and over again so that you become a better home chef, home cook, you name it. Now, we are going to make the cream of chicken. We already have the real deal there. What we're going to do is simply put it in a pot. I'll show you what we do next. Take that pot, we're going back over to our cooktop. We just want to keep the heat to about low medium. Grab some heavy whipping cream and slowly pour it in. Grab your whisk. You want to whisk it together until it is mixed in. You'll notice that it will cream up nicely. The flavors are excellent. And boom, you've got yourself delicious homemade cream of chicken, nothing out of the can. If you love this recipe and learned something, please, please, please like and share it. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button and definitely check out this video right here. I made it just for you. We'll see you on there, and let's get in this.